Assalamu alaikum. I am Aisha Khan, an ambitious, open-minded and proud Muslim woman. Looking back at the Islamic history, it will not be hard to find women who are innovative, leaders or entrepreneurs. It is said that the property of Lady Khadija, the Prophet ﷺ's first wife, financed Islam in its infancy. Islam then elevated the position of women in so many ways. Join me as I set out to go on dates with Muslim women from all walks of life to find out who they are, what they do, and what role Islam plays in their lives. Assalamu alaikum. I am in Kibra to meet and greet with a human rights activist and an environmentalist who is famously known as Mama Mazingira. Kibra being the largest slum in Africa, waste management has been a major issue. Malasen Hamida, famously known as Mama Mazingira in Kibra, comes in as hope due to her active involvement of waste management, which offers solutions for recycling items that do not belong to garbage or trash.
Every smile I see is thanks to you.
I am with the lovely Malasen Hamida Twahir. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Kabataki.
Seme.
Who is Malasen?
Malasen is a daughter of Kibra, born and bred in Kibra, lives in Kibra and works in Kibra.
Amazing. How's life growing up in Kibra?
Life was okay, wonderful. It was a nice village that I grew in, very green, very clean. Yeah, full of loving people.
Very green, very clean. What happened to it? As we are standing here, there's a lot that we're getting to see.
Okay, my village is grappling with the urbanization. Yes, urbanization challenges and challenges that informal settlements across the country. Those are the challenges that we are facing as a village. But it is a wonderful place.
Amazing. How about your childhood? How was it in terms of your education? Was it easy to access education?
Yes, Alhamdulillah. Education was accessible by then. And Alhamdulillah, I went through education. I went to secondary school, I went to primary school. Yes.
What are the problems people are facing in the slum areas?
In the slum areas, the problem that people are facing, challenges with water, accessible and affordable water, especially in Kibra. We have a challenge whereby it is equally dynamic, cat crossing, all the informal settlements, lack of adequate supply of water, lack of services, infrastructure challenges, mobility issues. Yeah. Yes.
You're famously known as Mama Mazingira.
Yes.
How did that come about?
Well, I started environmental matters 2 years ago.
What prompted that? Like, what inspired you?
Okay, what inspired me? Well, I vowed in 2017 and I had a manifesto. So within my manifesto, after the polls, I felt I should implement one of my manifesto activities that I had pledged. So it was environment, wash, that is water and sanitation. So I decided to delve into environmental matters. So it has been a 2-year journey. Yes.
So what prompted you to get into politics? Because you could have chosen to do this apart from politics. You know, in 2017 you vied, and then again just recently during the by-election in 2019 again.
What prompted me to actually go for elective position is that there are so many challenges within Kibra. And I felt I'm in a position whereby I can become the solution and the agent of change for the Kibra people. That is why I decided to delve into politics. And again, it is an open platform to everyone. So I felt I should give it a try too. Yes, in order to represent my people also. Yes.
So Malasen, what are some of the activities that you have undertaken personally to improve this situation?
Okay, what we've done a lot of cleanups within the community areas. In this area, this is an area called Laini Saba, Matrimony area. And in this particular area, we've done cleanups. We've done a lot of partnership with different youth groups around in order to see how best we can actually curb the issue of the solid waste management and the sanitation issues. Yes.
Now that I've just talked about waste management,
yes,
you know, What is the process?
Okay, the normal waste management process is actually from the production to the disposal, to production, that is from the homes, and then collection, and then taken to the dump site for disposal. That is the normal process of waste management. And what we've been doing that, collecting the waste and then actually going to dispose the waste. But at this particular juncture, we felt, okay, there's a need also of actually seeing how best we can go the circular economy way, to see how best we can recycle waste. Yes, and currently what we are doing, we are recycling the waste to see how best we can create employment and create livelihoods as a result of the challenges that we are facing as a people. Yes.
Now, when we talk about sanitation, how does this problem come about? Is it the people? Are they ignorant about how to look after their waste? Or what exactly leads to all this?
Well, the challenge is the basic infrastructural challenges within the informal sector, because we lack adequate toilets. Thanks to the NYS project that came in, and it actually assisted to some percentage, but it did not completely eradicate the issue of sanitation. So we find that we have few toilets and we don't have a dump site. So there is still that challenge of actually managing the waste from the source level. Yes. Yes.
Give me a visual example of how you segregate waste for you to recycle it.
Okay, what we do, basically, there is still that challenge of segregation. And what we do, we only request for what we want to use.
Okay.
Yes, because currently not all the waste is recyclable, and there are particular waste that we have interest in. Those are the waste that we collect. Okay, but above all, we have the challenge of segregation of waste at the source level. Currently, all the waste is being collected, the municipal waste, into one bag. And also, when you go to the county collection strategies, it is still the same. The collection is just for one collective waste, all of them at a particular time.
What is this waste that you use for recycling? For example, in the homes, when you go, what do you look for in specific?
Okay, in specific, we look for eggshells. We look for eggshells. We look for used tea leaf, the residues of tea leaves. We look for them. We go for old clothes, old t-shirts. Those are the things we go for them. Papers, we go for them too, because we are doing brigades using the papers. And we are doing organic eco bags using the old clothes and t-shirts. Yes.
Amazing. Tree planting is another activity that you partake in. Tell us about it.
Okay, tree planting is also another segment of environment conservation.
Okay.
Yes, we do tree planting within the informal segment, especially in schools.
Yeah.
So we've also roped in the children in the process of actually planting trees. Yes.
Amazing. Now, Malasen, if I look at Kibra, you said Kibra means forest.
Yes.
Is that something you're trying to revive and bring back?
Okay. The aspect of the forest, we cannot have a forest again in Kibra because of the space is already filled. There is no open space. So what we are doing, we are only trying to make the area look greener, replant the fruit trees that we used to have, because we used to have all the fruit trees around, even Rahman, surprisingly. Yes, so those are the things that we are trying to do, to actually plant fruit trees in order for the food security challenges within the community, because the fruit grows freely and anybody can pick. It actually supplements the nutrition. So that is the aspect, and it also makes the place look beautiful. Yes, like before. So those are some of the issues we felt, and also shade, the scorching sunlight.
Yeah.
Sunlight, yes. So those are the things we felt, and it is also a climate change mitigation strategy too. Yes, we've decided to do that to see how best we will increase the green cover. We know Nairobi, the space is filled, but to some extent we will try do a bit in order to have the clean air. Yes, and also the absorption of pollution.
We will be taking a short break and we'll be right back to continue this very beautiful conversation. Welcome back to the show. I am in Kibra with our very own Mama Mazingira talking all about the environment. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much.
Now, Malasen, before we get into other issues, what role has the county government played?
Well, at least to the level that I would say when we started the cleanups, we did some, we approached the county government with our tool of actually cleaning every day, because it's better cleaning every day. And they've adopted it to the level whereby every week now we have MCAs, choosing 10 people of their own, at least they're cleaning every day, because that is the tool that we wanted the community to use, because of the dynamic, the population. You cannot do cleanup once in a month, twice in a month. It will not be enough. So having people doing cleanups every day will actually change even the perspective and the attitudes, because they will know these people are actually working for our sake. So we'll have to ensure best practices in line with solid waste management in order for them not to have a hectic time. Yes, that tool, they are at least they've used, and also we've partnered with them so much during the cleanups. We've been involving them, and whenever they have their own cleanups, they involve us too. So we have that mutual relationship with the county government. We are working with the sub-county environment office, and even the office of the administration, the county administration offices. So I can say that the county government is supportive, and to the extent whereby we are partnering. It's only that the challenge is the normal challenges. The normal challenge.
Now tell me about your experience. You're a Nubian woman. Again, you're a Muslim woman. How's your experience been in politics, in projects?
Okay, the challenges that I've faced as a woman and as a Muslim woman is the basic normal challenges that women face. Lack of finances, lack of sometimes lack of support. Somebody feels you've been funded by somebody. There is a lot of perceptions. There is that feeling that somebody has sent you to do whatever you're doing. They don't see it in the light of your own vision. So that is the challenge. And we lack finances as usual as women for actually starting our own projects, for actually funding our own campaigns, for that matter, in the political space. So those are some of the challenges. Yes.
What about being a Nubian woman who is in politics again, who is trying to conserve the environment? Are there any setbacks to that? Because the Nubians have this perception that they are segregated. How true is that?
It is not a perception per se. What actually, in reality, what we are facing as Muslim Nubians, we are minority within the community. Within community of Kibra, we are the minority. And what I would say is that to some extent, there are so many issues that we feel we've been sidelined. There's acquisition of documents is a challenge. And we'll find that even in the projects, it is still a challenge. When we talk about the NGOs that are pumping money in Kibra, it is not within the Nubian area. Yeah, it is within the other areas. So there is that level whereby I would say by the end of the day, there is still that level of discrimination within. Yes.
Will it ever come to an end?
It will. We are changing the narrative. Conversations are starting. We are making strides. And at least there's that people are embracing Mama Mazingira, because I vibe. So everybody knows Mama Mazingira. Cat crossing across Kibra. Not only the Nubian community alone. Yes.
Amazing. Now we just got into politics. How do you feel about the recent by-election?
Well, it was a battle of titans. Yes, it became a national thing, unfortunately. But we thank God it went.
Unfortunately or fortunately, putting Kibra again to the world?
Putting Kibra again in that radar, yes. There is an unfortunate aspect to it, and there is that fortunate aspect to it. The unfortunate aspect to it, it was high cost. Yes, there's a lot. It was a challenge in terms of cost for us women who are within the different political parties. So it was a battle of big parties. So
do you ever feel intimidated? Amongst the big boys? Mm-hmm. We all know who they are.
To some extent there was intimidation.
Okay.
But we thank God there was no violence, because intimidation can be in terms of finances.
What was going through your mind, being the only Muslim woman,
Yes.
amongst so many people vying? What were you feeling?
My feeling was we wanted to have representation. It was just about representation.
Okay.
Yes, we want to put out that voice of a Muslim woman, that voice of a Nubian woman out for the people to know. Despite the fact that we are minorities, we exist and we are there, and we can change Kibra for the better. Yes.
How did you feel about your loss?
My loss. Okay. I will not see it as a loss per se. I would say that I didn't get enough votes to be in parliament.
Okay.
My votes were less. Yes.
That's very smart. A very smart answer. Malasen, how do you feel about Imran's win?
Well, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Because, what I would say is that Kibra has spoken. Yes. Kibra has decided. Kibra decided it's Imran. So, for me, I would say it's okay. I'll go by the majority decision, because by the end of the day, Kibra is bigger than Malasen. So, for me, it is okay. Yes. And I'll work with him. Yes, I will support him to some extent. We will work together. Yes.
Amazing. So there'll be a handshake.
Absolutely.
Malasen and Imran very
We'll
soon.
invite you for the handshake.
For sure.
Yes.
Now, Malasen, what are some of the cultural practices that happened in your life many years back that you still remember till today?
We am the last generation that underwent FGM.
Okay.
Yes. I'm also a product of an arranged marriage.
Amazing.
Yes, that is still cultural.
Okay.
Yeah, to some extent. But one thing we've tried to advocate for, to remain the last generation.
Okay.
Yes. The ICPD is advocating for zero FGM. At least our generation ensured that there is zero FGM within the Nubian community. Yes.
Let me just touch on this matter of arranged marriage. Tell us more about it.
Okay. The arranged marriage is arranged marriage,
Okay.
of which the bride or the groom has nothing in control.
And that
Has no-
happened to
It
you?
happened. Yeah.
Okay.
It happened. There was no control. There was nothing I could do, and it happened. And I'm still in that marriage.
Okay. Do you think it was a mistake?
Well, to some extent, yes, it was a mistake. But to another aspect of life, it is normal. Yeah, by the end of the day, I would have been married anyway, even if it was arranged or a plan. But it happened, and it happened.
Any regrets?
Well, regrets is that, I accepted before going to college. So I went to college deep after marriage, 8 years to 10 years after marriage. So I'm still in school, yes, whereby it could have been the other way around. Yes.
Amazing. Now you're a mother of 3. So how do you balance between being a wife, a mother, Mama Mazingira, a very own politician? How do you juggle all these things?
Yeah. The normal women challenge, we multitask. And also it is the normal responsibility that women have to organize, to reproduce, and to produce. That is why in production I'm Mama Mazingira. In reproduction I have 3. In organization, that is why I decided to delve into politics and leadership.
So do you ever have time for your children?
Yes, I do. I usually have time for them. We have meals together. We prepare the meals together, actually. At times they prepare, but we take the meal together. Yes, finally.
What do you do for fun apart from politics and the environment? Najibamba vipi?
Meeting friends. Yes, meeting friends, socializing, traveling if possible. Yes.
Who inspires you?
We have great leaders. Number one, my environmentalist, Wangari Maathai, Martha Karua. We have Lina Jebi Kilimo. Yes, those are the women who inspires me the most. And for the men, we have Nelson Mandela. Yes. great leaders.
What
Kofi
is your
Annan.
final message to people out there?
We need to have a clean environment. And what we are facing climate change issues and effects. By the end of the day, we have blocked sewers as a result of dumping of waste, irresponsible dumping of waste. So by the end of the day, we will be facing floods, we will be facing challenges as a result of not managing our waste in the right way. And also, the waste that we are seeing, it is well. I would want to urge us to embrace the circular economy, whereby we can turn waste into wealth. It can be a source of employment to our youths, because currently we are grappling with the issue of unemployment. And the waste that is produced is sustainable. By the end of the day, we'll have to consume food, we'll put on clothes. By the end of the day, we'll have new clothes and old clothes. So it's just how we manage our waste and how best we reuse our waste and how best we will reduce the waste.
Thank you so much for your time, Malasen. And I pray that God makes your journey easy. I pray to see a better Kibra, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Amazing. Now, indeed, cleanliness is next to godliness. I've been your host, Aisha Khan, and this has been the Meet and Greet Show. Now, let's meet same time and, of course, a different place.